We're back briefly. I want to apologize. I had some wonderful stuff said this morning on these broadcasts, and it had to get deleted because it was too long to upload, and it wasn't. And I'll tell you, I got into the heart of a few subjects, and once I do that, oftentimes when that clear and transparency appears with my description, you will not get to see it. That's happening to you right now. It's been attacked all my life. I can't believe that this mechanism has somehow ability to do that, and it's going on. And as far as I'm concerned, and what I remember, those episodes are not too long to upload at all. So I smell something fishy, said Jonah. I really do. Especially when it only happens when the transparency takes place. The vivid transparency. Very vivid. The subject. That horrifies some people. They think if we let that happen, da-da-dee-da-da. You have no idea what will happen when that happens. And transparency and communication right now is extremely blocked. And what's blocked is transparent, and it's the staff. They're educated to fear it. It's horrible. It is. The Bible is that. You're not going to get any transparency with the Bible to the subject. The subject of the Bible, you understand its irony and hypocrisy? And most of the experiences in there are talking about how the Almighty beats the living tar out of them for it. It's not about, it's just like, there's no flag and border story here that's about hero and wonderful things. It's about treachery and editing. Set up all the flag and border. It did. Now you tell me you got something to live with, you don't. When all your flags and borders have been set up with editing and treachery, what do you have to live with? And you're telling me this is going to work. Well, it ain't. Now the United States thinks a chance, more than any nation, because it has the tools built within the governing system to recognize that and the citizens do something about it. Only they're not recognizing it, and there's no one reminding them. In fact, like I said, editing is doing everything it can to make sure the citizens do not understand their position and what lovely things they're able to do to make this nation set the example for the whole globe. Now. And it already does. It's already done that. It just has to stand up. It's moaning in 2 inches of water. The United States is the example for the whole globe, and everyone knows it. It's just not doing that. Because the citizens don't see themselves in that position at all. And yay, Mr. Obama, he doesn't either. He's told to keep his mouth shut and does. And he says what he's supposed to say. And he's mainly a salesman, and you can see that mainly what the man does is sell. And there's somebody, no matter what the supposed issue is, with a product that Mr. Obama has to go sell and sign the law for. It's just crap. That's not the president's job. It's his job to break down and make remarks like he did to the Supreme Court. And say he's corrected, not for making a remark, for the quality of what he said and what he's trying to sell. You can correct him for that, but not certainly for making a remark to the Supreme Court. Everyone has the ability to make a remark to the Supreme Court. Everyone. They're not God. They're not the last word. The law isn't the last word ever. Laws come and go. That's the last place you go for justice, for a good time, for living, for generosity, for what mammals do. The law has to be the first place to report to. The law doesn't say that. All the attorneys need to get out in the street right now. You jump around with a sign reminding them, we're the last place you go. Certainly, I tell you, some of us don't get to go there at all. They don't see you worthy, and they won't represent you at all. The whole system won't. The Bar Association considers you unworthy and snubs you. You can't get a trial. You can't get a conversation about your issues at all. They don't care. They don't care. Bar Association doesn't care. But the little guy, one getting mauled by tradition and the others are gloating in it. And that sometimes is the police officer. Is the police officer in the little guy's position? Is he? Is she? Is the system? You stick them in the little guy's position. You train them, the little guy, and they're horrified. Oh, the police officer is cruel. I wonder why. What else could he be? She be? He be? What else? My God, look what you're begging them to do. Everyone calling a police officer to shoot somebody is wanting that to happen, or it wouldn't happen. Simple as that. He's terrible. You're terrible. Open your psychological door. This is the Sabbath. Contribute. Tomorrow's Easter. Contribute on Easter too. If Jesus rose from the dead, everyone contribute tomorrow. Open your doors and bust your butt. Commerce. Private contractor. Hey, contractor. Contribute tomorrow. It's Easter. Work harder tomorrow than ever. Bust your ass. All contributed. Easter. Make Jesus cry. One. You're going to learn to do it anyway. If you think someday that is not going to be the demand by a benevolent dictator, you're wrong. You'll have the word generosity tattooed on your forehead, and a benevolent dictator will demand you work your rear off on Easter, and you won't sit home and eat. Not when you've been stealing every other day of the year. You're not going to sit home and gloat in what you've been doing all year, stealing on. And Easter's not a celebration of that at all. And that's what you're making Easter, a celebration of your theft, of this man's accurate testimony, which is, I don't know Jesus. And you better show up saying that. Because none of you know Jesus, not one of you. You don't know the truth about living in your own day. You don't know Jesus about his day either, especially from a piece of literature. Too long to upload.